It's happening, right now, tonight on Monday Night Raw, in a move that has sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe and ignited a firestorm of controversy. Triple H has been overruled. Yes, you heard that right. The man who has been the architect of WWE's creative resurgence, the visionary behind the current product, has had his plans drastically altered by the corporate overlords at TKO. This isn't just a minor tweak, this is a full-blown hijacking of Raw, and the repercussions are already being felt backstage. Sources are reporting that 3 major WrestleMania 42 programs were thrown into disarray mere hours before Raw went live. We're talking about the highly anticipated clashes involving CM Punk and Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, and the explosive encounter between Brock Lesnar and Ambse. Brock Lesnar, in particular, is said to have gone completely volcanic upon learning that TKO executives, individuals who have never stepped foot in a wrestling ring, are dictating the terms of his matches. He's reportedly made it crystal clear he didn't return to WWE to have his career dictated by suits who don't understand the heart and soul of this business. The talent backstage are reportedly in a state of unprecedented frustration, a tension that hasn't been felt in years. Triple H finds himself in an impossible position, caught between the talent who trust his vision and a corporate structure that has tonight made it unequivocally clear who holds the ultimate power. The question on everyone's mind, from the locker room to your living room, is this: has TKO permanently seized control of WWE, leaving Triple H powerless to stop them? What's unfolding behind the scenes tonight could be far more significant than anything you'll see on screen. What do you think? Is this the end of Triple H's creative control? Let me know your most brutal take in the comments below. The timing of this TKO interference is what makes tonight's event so utterly unprecedented. We're not talking about minor adjustments made weeks in advance. We're talking about significant changes to major WrestleMania programs being forced upon Triple H just hours before a live Raw broadcast, with less than 2 weeks until WrestleMania 42. The CM Punk and Roman Reigns program, at its most critical juncture, has been altered. The Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton feud, still reeling from recent fan backlash, has been hit again. And the Brock Lesnar vs Ambse match, arguably the most physically volatile on the Mania card, has been reshaped. Triple H received the overrule from TKO and had to scramble to implement these changes on tonight's broadcast, with a live audience already filling the arena. We could even see more changes as fans are settling into their seats. The production team is in chaos, and the talent are being informed of these drastic shifts with minimal notice. The atmosphere backstage is described as one of the most tense and frustrated seen in years. And this isn't just about abstract corporate power struggles. This is about the careers and livelihoods of the performers who pour their heart and soul into this business. These are individuals who had meticulously prepared for their roles, only to have their plans unceremoniously ripped up by executives who have never laced up a pair of wrestling boots. The explanation for these changes not creative, but corporate. This distinction is crucial. TKO didn't overrule Triple H because his plans were bad television. They overruled him because those plans didn't align with TKO's corporate interests. This is the most important takeaway from tonight's event. The power dynamic has been explicitly redefined. TKO, not Triple H, has the final word. Let's delve deeper into the specific programs affected. The CM Punk and Roman Reigns situation is already a powder keg, and TKO's interference has only added fuel to the fire. Sources say Triple H's original plan for this program was designed to build maximum anticipation for WrestleMania 42, creating a moment fans would be talking about for weeks. TKO, however, was concerned not with the creative quality, but with the outcome and its implications for TKO's corporate partnerships and streaming deals. Then there's the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton program. The recent addition of Pat McAfee, an edict from TKO officials and Ari Emanuel himself, has already generated significant backlash. Cody Rhodes reportedly even delivered an impromptu, shoot-from-the-hip promo on SmackDown, expressing his and the creative team's legitimate gripes with TKO's constant interference. This wasn't just a storyline, it was a reflection of real-world frustration. Now, TKO has apparently overruled Triple H's plan to rectify this situation, potentially making it even worse. One source described Randy Orton's reaction to the news as a terse, 3-word statement that sent a clear, chilling message to everyone who heard it. What do you think Orton said? Drop your guesses in the comments. And finally, the Brock Lesnar vs Ambse match. This is where the corporate interference could have the most physically consequential impact. Lesnar has been adamant about a Hell in a Cell or street fight at WrestleMania 42. TKO's overruling of Triple H's plans for this program has apparently led to a no for Lesnar's demands. Lesnar, like Punk, reportedly found out about these changes through leaks, not from Triple H. His reaction volcanic. He's made it clear he won't be dictated to by corporate executives. Obafemi, however, remains a picture of calm certainty, seemingly unfazed by the corporate chaos. What does this say about his confidence? The implications of TKO's actions tonight are staggering. This isn't just about one show, it's about the future direction of WWE. It's about whether the creative vision of Triple H, a vision that has revitalized the company, will be consistently undermined by corporate interests. It's about whether the passion and authenticity of the wrestlers will be sacrificed for the sake of boardroom decisions. What does this mean for the wrestlers? Imagine preparing 4 weeks for a specific storyline, a specific match, only to have it all change at the last minute due to a corporate decree. The frustration, the anger, the sense of powerlessness, it's palpable. Sources describe the backstage atmosphere as the most tense and frustrated since the early, chaotic days of TKO's ownership. This is a direct assault on the creative freedom that Triple H promised when he took over. The very definition of overruled carries immense weight in a corporate structure. When TKO overrules Triple H, it's not just a change in plans, it's a stark declaration of who holds the ultimate authority. It's a message to Triple H, to his creative team, and to every performer in that locker room. The final word rests not with the head of creative, but with the corporate ownership. This has been happening more frequently under TKO's watch, and the talent is noticing. Let's talk about the distinction between bad television and not serving corporate interests. TKO didn't step in because Triple H's plans were poor. They stepped in because those plans didn't align with their bottom line, their partnerships, or their perceived marketability. This is the core of the conflict. It's a battle between artistic integrity and corporate greed. Consider the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton situation again. The insertion of Pat McAfee, driven by Ari Emanuel's desire for corporate synergy with ESPN and to boost WrestleMania ticket sales, has been met with widespread disapproval. Cody Rhodes' impromptu promo was a bold act of defiance, a signal that the talent and the creative team are pushing back against this relentless corporate interference. This is no longer just about wrestling storylines, it's about the soul of WWE. And Brock Lesnar's reaction, it speaks volumes. His fury is a testament to the respect he has for the craft and his disdain for those who seek to manipulate it for profit without understanding it. His volcanic outburst is a clear message to TKO: you can't just dictate terms to legends. Obafemi's stoic demeanor, however, is intriguing. Is it confidence, or is it a sign that he's already been briefed on a different, perhaps more favorable, outcome dictated by TKO? The leak of these changes, reportedly originating from within WWE itself, adds another layer of intrigue. This wasn't a TKO corporate leak, it was a deliberate act to weaponize fan outrage against corporate interference. Someone understood that the only way to create pressure was to make the wrestling world part of the story before the show went live. This is a declaration of war, not just a corporate decision. What does this mean for WrestleMania 42? With key programs in flux, the road to the biggest show of the year has become a minefield. The carefully laid plans are in tatters, replaced by corporate mandates. The passion and unpredictability that fans crave are being suffocated by boardroom decisions. The talent are caught in the middle. They are the ones who have to perform these altered storylines, who have to navigate the backstage tension, who have to deal with the direct consequences of TKO's actions. The frustration is immense, and it's boiling over. What do you think about Triple H being overruled? Is this a sign of things to come, or a temporary setback? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. This entire situation raises a fundamental question: is WWE still a wrestling company, or has it become solely a corporate entity driven by profit margins? The lines are blurring, and tonight, they seem to have been completely erased. TKO's actions tonight are a clear indication that they prioritize their business interests above all else, even if it means alienating the talent, disrespecting the fans, and undermining the creative vision that has brought WWE back to prominence. The corporate synergy with ESPN, the drive to boost ticket sales, the focus on perceived marketability, these are the buzzwords that are now dictating the narrative of WWE. The art of professional wrestling, the storytelling, the connection with the audience, these seem to be secondary concerns, if they are concerns at all. The talent are not just assets, they are performers who invest their bodies and souls into this industry. To have their creative output dictated by individuals who have no understanding of the business is not only disrespectful, but it's also detrimental to the product. Brock Lesnar's fury is a righteous one. He's not just angry about a match change, he's angry about the lack of respect for his craft and for the fans who invest in it. And the leak, it's a sign that the internal pressure is immense. Someone within WWE felt the need to expose these corporate machinations, to rally fan support against TKO's heavy-handed tactics. This isn't just about a few altered storylines, it's about a fundamental power struggle between the creative heart of WWE and its corporate brain. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will Triple H be able to regain control? Will the talent continue to push back, or will TKO's iron fist continue to crush the creative spirit of WWE? One thing is for certain, tonight, WWE took a dark turn, and the wrestling world is watching with bated breath. So, let me tell you, the anger backstage is palpable. It's not just frustration, it's a deep-seated resentment towards TKO for what they are doing to this company. They are treating WWE like a commodity, a product to be manipulated for maximum profit, with no regard for the legacy, the talent, or the fans. Think about it, Triple H, the man who was hailed as the savior of WWE creative, now finds his authority usurped by individuals who likely couldn't tell a suplex from a sales pitch. This is an insult to everything he's worked to build. It's a slap in the face to every wrestler who trusts his vision. And the talent, they are the ones who have to go out there and perform these disjointed, corporate-driven narratives. They are the ones who have to deal with the confusion, the anger from the fans, and the constant uncertainty. It's no wonder the atmosphere is described as the most tense in years. What do you think is the biggest consequence of TKO overruling Triple H? Let me know in the comments. The leak itself is a massive story. Someone inside WWE, someone who knows both Triple H's original plan and TKO's override, deliberately leaked this information. Why? To weaponize fan outrage, to put pressure on TKO. This isn't just about creative differences, it's about a declaration of war. It's about the boardroom versus the locker room. It's about control versus authenticity. And the talent? They are not just going to roll over. Sources say that some performers are going to make choices tonight, choices that prioritize the moment, the crowd, and their own integrity over corporate dictates. This is where it gets really interesting. When wrestlers start making their own decisions in the ring, influenced by the live crowd and their own principles, that's when TKO's control starts to crumble. The implications for WrestleMania 42 are dire. The carefully constructed narratives are being dismantled, replaced by corporate directives. The passion that fuels this business is being extinguished by the cold calculations of profit. What is your most controversial take on this situation? I want to hear it. Drop it in the comments. This is more than just a wrestling story, it's a battle for the soul of WWE. It's a fight between the creative vision that has captivated millions and the corporate machine that seeks to monetize every aspect of it. And tonight, on Monday Night Raw, that battle is being waged live, in front of the world. Will the wrestlers stand up for their art? Will Triple H find a way to reclaim his authority, or will TKO's grip tighten, suffocating the very essence of what makes WWE special? The answer to these questions will shape the future of professional wrestling. What was the biggest moment that made you question TKO's influence on WWE? Share your thoughts below, and remember, this is just the beginning. If tonight's events are any indication, we are in for a wild ride. The corporate interference is no longer subtle, it's blatant, and it's causing a seismic shift in the wrestling landscape. So, what's your prediction for the fallout from tonight's Raw? Will we see more talent speak out? Will Triple H address the situation directly, or will TKO simply double down on their control? Let me know your thoughts. The anger, the frustration, the sheer disbelief, it's all justified. TKO has taken a sledgehammer to the carefully crafted world of WWE, and the repercussions will be felt for a long time to come. What do you think TKO's ultimate goal is with WWE? Is it just about profit, or is there something more sinister at play? Sound off in the comments. This is Wrestling Zone 1, and we'll be here to cover every single development as this story unfolds. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the latest breaking news and analysis. What's the one thing you want to see happen to stop TKO's control over WWE? Tell me in the comments. Until next time, stay tuned, stay informed, and most importantly, stay passionate about wrestling. Because right now, that passion is being tested like never before. What do you think about the future of WWE under TKO's leadership? Will it survive, or will it crumble? Let me know your thoughts. And finally, what is your immediate reaction to Triple H being overruled? Give me your one-word reaction in the comments.